Right, I've got 3 little helpers. Hello, hello, hello.
Hello.
Hello. We have got 5 dianthus to put up that we didn't do. And then I ordered some ranunculus bulbs because I thought mine weren't going to pop up because I'd let them get too warm. But in between ordering and them arriving, ta-da, they've all popped up. So, oh well. But I've also got the pots in the compost. Might as well pot these ones up as well. And then I have got some bulbs. And where's the bulb planter, girls? Where's the silver thing that I just put out? That's the bulbs. Yeah, so if you have a look. Can't say it. It's a short allium, but it looks quite good. So I'm actually going to put it at the front of the border.
Is it?
Oh, there's yes, it is this thing. This is the bulb planter. So with my helpers, I'm going to show them how to do the ranunculus, and I'll get them doing that because there's 15, so they can do 5 each. You saying hello? Hello. Yeah. Hello. Hello. Okay, let's get cracking. So what you need to do, girls, is fill the pot halfway with this compost. So just grab it. You watching? Is everyone watching? Halfway. So it's about halfway full. Give it a shake. Then you get an octopus ranunculus. Put him in like that. Just gently. Fill the rest. And pat him down. And then we will leave him there. And then we'll give him a water. So are you all right doing that? So that was all last week, and now that's all my washing. And now it's the 1st of November, and it's a nice day today, but it's not going to be nice tomorrow. And it was horrible yesterday. It was raining all night, hence this isn't looking too good. But anyway, we'll sort it out before it gets colder. But what I'm going to do today is I'm going to pot on as much as possible because some of these have got dieback or whatever it's called, so they're just not doing well in here. But I don't know why. And what I'm just going to do is I'm just going to crack on and put what I can up. And if it survives, it survives. Doing a bit better in here. So I just don't know. But yeah, I've got these, and I might update my seed video because basically what I'm finding with these is in the small trays, they're just not growing. So they get to a certain point and then that's it, they've had enough and they just go and they don't crack on any further. Like it took me ages to get them to this, and these ones look okay. They're all snapdragon-y things, but yeah, they're just not doing great. And whereas if you look at what I put in the bigger cells not long ago, I can't remember why I put these on in here, but like they're much happier. So I think on the small ones, although you can see which seeds are germinating, they're not much better than just doing it in a big tray and then needing to sort of dib them out as soon as possible and actually put them in a properly big cell that can deal with the growth, because those smaller cells just can't deal with the growth and then they just don't grow properly. If you compare that growth to this, and these have been in here longer, there's obviously just a point they get to and then they just don't have enough compost or whatever, or depth, or to carry on growing. So it's no good for them being in these things anymore. That one's all right. So what I would do next year is I would use the big cells in the propagators, but I would go for seeds that I know are like reliable germinators, and just pay a little bit more attention to whether they do better with like vermiculite or covered or whatever to get them going and germinating in these bigger ones than bother with the smaller ones. So yeah, I've got a tray like this sort of set up, and I'm just going to crack on and with as much as I can. Hello, cat. So yeah, that's my plan for today. I'm going to crack on with that. Here they are. Been swimming this morning. So just doing their lunch. Daddy's just doing their lunch. And I'll try and use the time to get these seedlings potted on. Marlo, leave it alone. Yeah, so this is what I've done so far. So we'll see how they get on. I mean, they just look so tiny compared to the cell that they're in, which is really deep. But all snapdragons and stuff have tap roots and things, so they'll probably be quite happy there. And I need more compost because if I don't have compost, carry on and do the next tray. So husband's going out to the shops in a minute. I'm going to ask him to pick some up, and I will hopefully finish them off this evening because it's raining all day tomorrow. But yeah, fingers crossed they don't all die. I think the others, why they're dying, is that because they were quite leggy, I buried the stem to sort of make it stand up, and then obviously that's just going to cause it to not grow and have problems. But yeah, we'll see. I haven't done the same with these. I've just treated them more as like traditional, like dipping them out and burying the root and standing them up, and then yeah, we'll see how these get on. These ones are Armeria splendens. I think they're like sea thrift. So these ones here, and yeah, I'm sort of a bit intrigued about these because everything else is basically a snapdragon or a stock. So yeah, I'm not quite sure why I got these seeds unless I just saw them on the page and decided they look pretty. But I will try and put a picture in. But yeah, I think I hope they do well because they're a bit different from everything else that I've planted, and they're a perennial, which means that once I planted them, they'll come back. So saves me time than the annuals. But yeah, looking forward to seeing what those are like next summer. There we go, filled another one. But I'm not too hopeful about things surviving, to be honest. After I just manhandled them into there. But yeah, I mean, they're just so small. And yeah, get the nail brush out in a minute. And that one's ready for anything else. I'm not sure there is anything else now. But yeah, we'll have to just see what survives me. And then the only thing I'm getting a bit annoyed about is there's obviously snails about, and it is annoying because it's just like this garden, just anything like hostas, dahlias, just anything like that. Just the snails just absolutely destroy everything. And I was picking them up out of the from around the pots and transporting them somewhere else. But just loads of baby snails coming back, and snails and slugs, and it's just like, oh, it's just wrecking everything again. And I would have thought that these being on pallets would sort of help, but just things are getting eaten annoyingly, just not looking particularly good. So I think it's part me and part snails. So yeah, I'm gonna have a think about what to do. But we're getting there, and then see how things go on over the winter and if they survive. And if they don't, I shall be just buying it all in spring anyway, or thinking more about my clay soil and what would go here and what might be a better fit if I don't have enough plants from these to fill the border up with what I want it to look like. Oops. There you go, there's another one. I'm going to put you away for now. What's this one? Lad and butterfly. I've got some of these anyway, but I'll put these back in for now. Try and do them tomorrow. Anyway, that's it really. Let's see how they all get on. Bedding down for winter.